Hi everyone, this is Erin from Sandpaper Road, and in this video I'm going to show you a scrapbooking paper saver hack for 12 by 12 paper. So I'm working on my son's graduation album, and this is a paper saver hack that I use pretty often. When I'm dealing with big pictures, there's no reason to have, for example, on this, nobody's going to see the back. So in essence, all this double-sided pattern paper is wasted. Now, my paper saver, my big trick, I did not think of this, but you cut a hole out of the inside. So now this this freshman piece, this red piece, has a hole out of it so that I can use it elsewhere in the album. There's two different ways you can do it. Of course, this depends on your trimmer. If you have this sort of paper trimmer, you can very easily cut a hole in the middle of your paper, whether it's small or big paper, and no matter what project you're working on. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute, but first I'll show you a little bit more of a simpler method, especially if you have a different kind of trimmer. Maybe you have the kind that chops down like this, or just some other kind of trimmer. Actually, what you could do is you could just jam your scissors into the paper any old arbitrary way and just cut a random hole, and it's going to do the same thing. So we don't have to make this all too perfect, and then you can cut out that little scrap as you see fit. But if you want to have like a perfect frame, then what you could do is just grab some of your 6x6 paper, right, that you have. Just grab any piece of 6x6 paper, take your 12 by 12 sheet, make sure that it is cut to exactly 12 by 12 first, because sometimes they have that little lip on the end. Is this one? No, I already trimmed this one to 12 by 12. And then what you can do is just put the 6x6 piece down, trace it with a pencil, and then you can use an X-Acto knife to cut around your trace marks. What I did at first was I got a piece of like scrap cardboard or something and made a 6x6, they call it like a jig, right? Sort of a template. And I just labeled it 6x6, and that way I had this random piece of 6x6 size cardboard, and then I could just reach for that and trace it out of any single 12 by 12 paper I wanted. So that's the first way to do it. It's pretty easy. I don't know what in the world happened to my X-Acto knife. I literally was just using it, and I'm not joking. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, the second way to achieve this hole in the middle is to use your trimmer. You put the paper then at the 9-inch mark. And then you see these, hopefully your trimmer has these measurements down the side in inches, if you're working in inches. Then what you do is you put it at your blade at 3, then start pressing there, and you're going to cut from 3 to 9. Okay? From 3 to 9, you got to pay attention, and you got to watch this part where the measurement marks are. Then lift it up, turn it. Now, I didn't trace anything. Okay? Turn it 1/4 turn, put it at the 9, up at the 3, push down to 3 to 9. Pull it up, 1/4 turn. Put your blade at the 3, push it down, pull it to the 9, lift it up, 1/4 turn, put it at the 9, Put your blade at the 3, push down, pull to the 9. Lift up, and your square piece should essentially pop right out. I have this little bit right here, which happens. That's, you know, reasonable. That I can go in right like that, or with my X-Acto knife. Okay. And the good thing about this method is that not only is this a perfect 6 by 6 square, if you don't believe me, let me show you. Yep, 6 by 6. You can put, so not only can you use this 6 by 6, you can store it with your 6 by 6 paper if you don't use it. You'll find it later. Not only that, but you have a paper saver that you can use as the base of a layout, especially if you're putting a big picture. I mean, why not? But you could also use it as a frame to go on top, because this is now perfectly centered in the paper. It's perfectly centered in the paper. I can't stand it. It's so perfect. So, find some scrap pieces of 12 by 12. If you have this kind of style of of paper trimmer, give this a try for your paper saving technique for scrapbooking 12 by 12 layouts. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe, and click on that bell so that you'll get all the notifications. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. There's a little thanks underneath if you liked this tip. Also, you can just say thanks for free by sharing this with your crafty friends. And while you're browsing around the channel, here's a couple videos you might like as well.